Hi, Todd Bourne here in the Forecast Center with a look at our weather week ahead. And today we did begin with lots of clouds. You can see those clouds gradually giving way to more sunshine over much of the area. The clouds a little bit more abundant over the western half of the area as we speak this afternoon, and really nothing too much as far as rain out there. Now, moving forward, we're going to be continuing to watch a strong disturbance which is going to be approaching from the west, as we will see the associated cold front with this disturbance move through tomorrow night. That front will trigger some thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon to the west of the Arklatex. That activity will slide its way through the area as we look ahead to tomorrow night. Here's that disturbance. You can see moving into the southern Rockies as we speak. This is going to very quickly move across the plains here, and very well could have a configuration as it moves by, which will enhance the chance for some strong to severe thunderstorms. Here's a look at the latest outlook from the Storm Prediction Center, and it does show that enhanced severe weather risk for pretty much all of the Arklatex minus the far southeastern sections of the area, as we will see the likelihood of severe weather. And as far as those threats, several tornadoes will be possible. A few strong tornadoes could be possible. Also looking at a damaging wind threat with gusts in excess of 70 miles per hour possible. A couple of inches of rain also possible. And we also could be looking at some hail. I'll show you all that coming up here in a second. Meantime, let's talk about the timing of these thunderstorms with Robbins Toyota Futurecast. And you can see that during the nighttime hours tonight, and we will see a partly cloudy sky across the areas. It will stay somewhat breezy. Tomorrow, that's when the thunderstorms develop off to our west. That activity will approach the northwestern edge of the area by 6 p.m. It will arrive in Texarkana sometime between 9 and 10 p.m. and then arrive in Shreveport sometime between 10 and 11 p.m. if Futurecast is correct. Another thing we want to keep an eye on are these discrete cells out ahead of the main line. Those also could pose a tornado risk as they develop here across the region during the evening hours. Now, the rest of the Arklatex further to the south and east, you can see the storms by 1, 2 o'clock in the morning should be approaching Natchitoches, and we should see the storms exit the area between 2 and 3 a.m. And then we're pretty much done. Saturday, we should very quickly see the sunshine return, and we will likely continue with lots of sunshine during the day Saturday, clear skies Saturday night, and again, a mixture of clouds and sunshine on the way for Sunday. Mention the threats. There is a possibility for most models indicating up to quarter-sized hail. Here's a look at the hail potential with Futurecast. This is a loop from 5 p.m. Into the early morning hours, and you can see pretty much anywhere we will see that risk for some decent hail. It looks like that risk probably going to be highest over the western sections of the area, and we're also, as I mentioned, looking at that risk for a few tornadoes. Here is the outlook from Futurecast, and what we're looking for here is anything orange and above, and you can see more numerous swaths here over the western sections of the region. We will continue to see a tornado risk here in northwest Louisiana, and some models actually indicating that some of the strongest rotations could occur in deep east Texas and northwest Louisiana. So all of us will have to pay close attention as we go through the nighttime hours tonight, or tomorrow night, I should say. So if you live in a mobile home, might be a good idea to make arrangements to sleep elsewhere. That way you can rest easy tomorrow night, as again that tornado risk will be higher than what we usually see across the area. Now, as far as rainfall, this is what we're looking at here. Futurecast in line with other models showing that an inch or two is going to be a reasonable possibility, and you can see the numbers at most locations right around an inch and a half. Best chance of seeing the 2-inch plus totals will be over the northern sections of the area. And if you blend all the models together, you can see the probabilities of seeing certain amounts of rain. So the way you look at this, say in Shreveport, the chance of seeing an inch of rain at least 70%. For an inch and a half, 35%, only a 10% chance in Shreveport. We'll see that 2-inch total. Best chance of seeing 2 inches will be across the north and western sections of the area, where that chance will be 25 to 30%. So some heavy rain also going to be expected here across the Arklatex, and then we'll kind of settle down into a quiet weather pattern for the rest of the 10-day period. So your forecast looks like this for tonight. We will see Again, basically a clear to partly cloudy sky. Temperatures will fall into the low to middle 60s over most of the area. 64 in Shreveport, 61 degree or 62 degrees, I should say, for the low temperature tonight in Texarkana. Tomorrow, most of the day will be dry late in the afternoon and during the evening hours especially. Thunderstorms will begin to move across the Arklatex. Severe weather is looking likely as we'll see highs tomorrow ahead of those storms ranging from the mid-70s northwest to the mid-80s southeast. 83 in Shreveport, 79 degrees for the high tomorrow in Texarkana, and 81 degrees for the high in Marshall. Looking at your 10-day forecast, you can see that temperatures across the Arklatex will cool off briefly Saturday back into the low to middle 70s for daytime highs. Mid to upper 70s on the way for Sunday, and then we'll warm up for most of next week as daytime highs will return to the low 80s. Lows will for the most part be in the 60s. We will cool off late next week as we see our highs fall to the 60s and lows fall into the low to middle 40s. So again, a good shot for severe weather across the Arklatex, mainly Friday evening into Friday night. All severe weather threats are on the table. The good news is the weekend is looking quite pleasant with sunshine and highs in the 70s.